Today we're going to make a cocktail for one of our Patreon subscribers at patreon.com/CMC. We designed a cocktail for Danny Morris because he's given Common Man Cocktails so much money that we figured he needs a drink with raspberries. Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derrick Schommer. That, my friends, that's Ian Andrews.
Who's this?
That is...
Danny Morris.
Danny Morris.
Our Patreon supporter and producer of this episode.
Yep. Here's the best part. This recipe was designed for Danny Morris because we said we're going to do that. So every one of our Patreon subscribers that hits the $50 mark, some of you, I've actually already made the cocktails, waiting for you to hit the $50 mark, so hit it. Otherwise, we'll just have to change the name of the recipes and release them in a book or something. This is called the Rum Flower. It's because Danny said one of his favorite flavors this year has been Saint Germain. It's taken much to enhance the flavor from other fruits. He also likes rum, so we thought, okay, so Elderflower's in. Rum seems like that would work. Yeah. And the end result was 1 ounce of Dorado 12, 1 ounce of Saint Germain Elderflower Liqueur, a half ounce of raspberry simple syrup from, in this case, Royal Rose, right here.
Available on awesomedrinks.com.
It is. And then, oh, really? And then, oh yeah, there it is. No, really? Okay.
Danny M, yeah.
Oh yeah, M, Morris. Huh? And then a half ounce of fresh lime juice. So if you can imagine, the starting roots could probably be a daiquiri of some sort, and then just all designed by Jennifer. And
she's been high on the cocktail design train lately.
I have.
Yeah. So what Jennifer did is she took this here.
Actually, it wasn't in there. I had to go
You
to the
didn't?
internet.
You went to the internet for this one?
Elderflower wasn't in there.
Oh, okay. Elderflower's not in here. But for most of her drinks, look, it's just got like bubble wrap and shit.
Look at you.
For
your book, you could just use like recipe cards and then you know
I could, but...
So this book gets a lot of different flavor combinations for both cooking and you could do it for cocktails. So if you said, oh, I wanted to figure out what goes with raspberry and rum.
One for you, one for the drink.
That was interesting.
Two for the drink.
This won't give you apparently elderflower, but it will give you other flavor pairings, a lot of flavor pairings. So you could say, I see chocolate goes with cinnamon goes with this, and then branch out from there.
Could you do me a solid, sir, and grab me a strainer? Solid.
Boom! That's right. Whoa. Tasty. An Eldorado 12 I bought on drinkupnewyork.com. Eldorado people never got back to me, and I'm impatient, and they made me angry. Like I feel like if I contact you, you should dang well get back to me. That's what I feel. I would think. So the
Elder in the background.
The Elderflower is a demerara rum, and demerara rums are quite tasty.
The Eldorado.
Yeah, Eldorado.
You saw that Elderflower.
Really?
Yes.
Which shed a whole new light of knowledge to me.
It has L. It has Eld.
You can
Apparently, my brain went on the wrong
You can
direction.
definitely smell
The flavors
the
of
demerara-ness.
You're gonna put it in a tainted glass. Good job.
You can.
It tastes like
It
raspberry.
still comes through. I mean, the demerara-ness of it comes through.
Is that what
For
do
you.
I've had it before, but not with raspberries floating in.
Well, there you go. Can't say that anymore now, can ya?
Nope. Okay. So it's got that aged. Okay. Well, you should try it first because
I could have like double straightened to get the ice chips out of this bad boy, but
you could have. I mean, I don't know where you get one of those.
you might express some lime oils over this if you want. I don't know.
I don't know where you get a double strainer.
Ooh.
I don't know. Hold on.
I'm gonna express some oils. That is sweet and tart and
Sweet tart.
yummy.
You're gonna express oils?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna express himself all over this drink.
I like expressing myself.
Express yourself. Yeah, yeah. Isn't that a song? Oh wow.
Oh, you didn't think I could do it?
No. well, I like
What
how
surprised you most?
The surprising part was you buried my other camera within all the bottles of alcohol so that we couldn't see your awesome spray.
Ah, that's surprising.
Good job with that.
Good job fucking it up.
How's your oils? Yeah, we probably have come up with
Oils
a
are good.
garnish.
I like the
I
oils.
don't remember if we did that.
Tell me what you think about the oils.
It smells like lime now.
It's because it's kind of sweet because of the
I guess I didn't taste that. Oh, I had the Eldorado by itself. I had that.
yeah. The Royal Rose is really sweet. The Saint Germain is really sweet.
But it's got an acidic backbone to
But
it.
it has an acidic backbone from the lime. And the Eldorado, the demerara rum just play really, really well with a sweet
Yes.
drink.
I love demerara rum.
Me too.
You have to get the palm of your hand. That didn't work that time. The brown, like the molasses, the like almost like a brown sugar.
This is a
But the elderflower is not lost. It's through and through.
overpowering.
It's not overpowering, but it's from every stage of the drink tasting experience, from the start to the finish.
the elderflower and the raspberry balance well together.
That's probably her thing.
Yeah. Is that a flavor Bible profile thing?
It wasn't
she,
in the flavor
she had to
Bible, but
research it.
Maybe
She
it
does
should.
Elderflower
research.
goes with any fresh berry. They said strawberry, raspberry.
Yeah.
I tried it with actually fresh raspberries, and it wasn't enough. You kind of
Yeah.
almost needed
You
that
need the
faint
sugar-
raspberry
The
taste.
sugar. Well, it's
Yeah.
the extractions probably. The sugar's pulling out
Yeah.
a lot of the raspberry and making it a little bit more rich. Yeah, I remember that. We
But
did.
you already have that from the simple syrup because it's already been pulled
Right.
out.
The difference
Right.
between using this versus fresh raspberries,
raspberries.
I would say if you don't want to get a raspberry simple syrup, just make your own. And I don't even have to. Look, I'm going to tell you how to do this with never having done it. It's pretty much the same scientific recipe every time. Make simple syrup. While it's boiling,
Add raspberry juice.
throw some fucking raspberries in there. No, just real raspberries.
Oh,
And then you strain it out?
And let them get in, like, just melt.
Well,
Like
when they heat up their juices.
they're going to
and
turn into
stuff.
a juicy,
all the
thick syrup.
cells are going to
Yeah.
burst.
Then what I would do is after that's kind of bursted with awesomeness, is probably, I would say no more than a minute and a half probably. Once, you throw the raspberries in right away, you get that thing to almost to a boil, and then just take it off the heat, let it set for 10 minutes.
Mhm.
It works for pretty much anything. Cinnamon, cloves, whatever you're going to mix in there. It's usually a pretty easy system. Strawberries, throw the shit in there, get it to where it's hot and boiling, and the sugar in this it turns into simple syrup.
Yep.
Goes clear. As best as you can see with raspberries in it, and then set it off to the side for 10 minutes. Now let it cool.
It's done.
Strain it out with either like some double strainers, triple strainers, cheesecloth.
Yep.
You've got yourself a simple syrup.
Probably the raspberries, I'd use a less fine strainer. You don't want to go too fine because it's just going to jam up all the time.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna have fun. That's
So
why the
it's-
cheesecloth works well, because you can pour it all over the cheesecloth. Then you can just squeeze the cheesecloth and let all the rest of the syrup come out.
Yep.
You're gonna lose some doing that method.
Yeah, but that's you're
Whatever.
getting.
You can
the
use
raspberry.
the spinny things, the centrifuge,
Centrifuge.
if you want it. Like if you have a centrifuge, if you have one of those, you're far beyond where I
If
am.
you have
so
one of those, we don't need to tell you what to do.
that'll have to be my next purchase. Will have to be a centrifuge. But
This is Booker Index.
right, but the end result is it's probably, and you could use a rich simple syrup if you want it to be a little bit faster extraction. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's gonna taste a little bit better, more like what we have here, because that's what these guys are building.
Yeah.
And with this, the thing is, with the real raspberries added in, you had a really cool color. Like it came out bright pink, like almost like a prickly pear color, but it didn't have the flavor. It had some of the earthiness, but it was just lacking. It was flat.
But I
This,
didn't try muddling. I guess I could have tried muddling with simple syrup.
That might have brought out.
Maybe it might have brought out a little bit, but
but the balance in this, that's one of the reasons syrups work so well, is because they're
already
predictable.
extracted, yeah.
You know exactly how it's going to work every single time.
That's consistent. They have
Yeah.
manufacturing processes that ensure
Right.
a consistent quality product.
And you can do the same thing at home if you just go by timing and ratio, whatever
So
you want to put.
when I make my simple syrup, I always use a scale, and I do exact.
Like this type of scale,
Did you get one?
like that.
Yeah, I have a much smaller scale. I use the same scale that
You
we
use
used
one you
on
would
the,
use for measuring Coke.
Yeah.
Mine does
Mine goes to 100th of an ounce.
grams and shit like that. Yours might have, well, I guess 100th isn't that.
We go to, I mean, 1,000th of an ounce.
You go to 1,000th. Mine doesn't go that far.
Yeah, it's a small compact thing I got off
Yeah, you
Amazon
brought
for
it.
$20. I brought it over for the specific gravity
Right.
episode.
Watch
that
our
we did.
specific gravity episode.
Yeah,
But
teaches you
having
about layering, yeah.
having one of these and being able to measure your simple syrup 1 to 1 and actually using one on here.
And it makes things consistent. And the other thing I do to make things consistent is I don't boil my simple syrup. I don't heat it. I put it in the
Yeah, I can't
blender,
do that.
and then so I just use my Ninja,
Yeah.
and then I let it put it in the fridge and it sets it all works out because the blender chops up the sugar crystals.
Right.
And then I add 1 ounce of vodka to 5 and 5 ounces of.
That
Anyway,
I didn't bother. You
stay
had the
consistent.
vodka. If you're going to make it
stabilize
cold,
it, yeah.
stabilize with vodka. Otherwise, it's going to go bad sooner. At least that's what I think Morgenthau and a couple other people said online.
Camper had Camper English at
Camper.
academics.com had a article about he compared 2 different ways of doing it: simple syrup with and without alcohol,
Right.
and
I've done that. I've tested that just because we do the show. So
and
I
then
know
a 1-to-1 and a 2-to-1 simple syrup. with
2 to
and
1
without.
lasts so much longer.
Yeah.
But you have 2 to 1. So if something calls for a 1-to-1, then
Yeah.
you got to do some math.
So I think his 2-to-1 with alcohol lasted 6 months.
Yeah.
His 1-to-1 with alcohol lasted 3. Or something
With
like that.
alcohol, I've actually been able to consume it over a long period of time and never have it go bad. But I have had simple syrup go bad. You'll see little black mold growing.
I go through enough simple syrup.
Yeah, you don't have a problem. Dude, his the parties he has, we go through more simple syrup than
Anything.
you should have to.
More
ever.
simple syrup than citrus.
So what you want to do now is go through all those links.
And also go to awesomedrinks.com and use the coupon code Valentine16 to save 15% off your order till March 14th, 2016.
I will see if I can show you the app that we have. It's called Common Cocktails. It's in the App Store. And look, it has the old-fashioned cocktail from Warren Bobrow. It has the Cigar Divan,
Almond pastis.
almond pastis, and you can see the picture of the
Klaus
South
South
Snow. There's
got
the video.
Green Dragon daiquiris in there, I think.
My hands are all dirty. It's got cross references with other things that we do. There's also, if you go to the more, there's you can look at some of the other like the playlists that we have, like the banger
Excellent.
books in here. Then you can go click right on Instagram. You can see all the stuff we're actually Instagramming at this point live.
Not a lot of people turn their back to the camera. Brave choice.
I know. It was easier than trying to do this because then I can't see what's going on.
No, I understand.
But so there is an app. If you download the app, you can utilize the app. The only thing I'd love you to do, even if you never use it, is just rate it and give it 5 stars.
Yeah.
Because it's my app and I didn't develop it, so I have no vested interest in it. It's developed by Download, which is spell funny. But there is no there is no Android app right now because I found out they can make them, but now I'm paying monthly plus $100 or $25, whatever the fee is that Android makes you pay to get onto their store. They just pass that fee on to you plus the monthly. You basically are on the pro level. This is the freebie version. They go, hey, I have an iOS app. Like, okay, cool.
Nice.
So right now that's all there is because I have no money to be able to pay for that type of thing.
If you want to help change that, you can go to patreon.com/CMC to help donate to the show and get cool things like that going on for the show.
You can change that. That's it, right? You did all the rest of the stuff? We're good?
Yeah, I think so.
All right! Oh! Question of the day!
Question of the day.
What would you like, or what would be the coolest infusion? Is that what the question was, Jennifer? From like 7 days
Infusion
ago?
that's not on the market right now that you'd like to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the infusion that's not on the market that you'd like to see? Liqueur, core spirit, whatever it is.
Not a lot of
Infusion.
pear infusions out there, but that would be nice.
Zante?
Huh?
Pear.
Oh yeah, Zante. Yeah. Rangpur. Yeah.
Pear bitters, but that's really. Yeah, there's no pear simple syrups though.
Yeah, no pear simple syrup, pear rum or something like that. I don't know.
We need it. We need one of those. All right, I love pears. We're teaching you how to drink. Another cocktail where you went out of your way to make sure it wasn't too sugary.
Exactly. I'm not about sugar. When I was in the Moscow Bar Show in September, I made a series of cocktails with Maison rum, and everyone that tried them, the first thing they said in Russian